Hello everybody, and this is a positive review. There's so much negativity towards this game on the internet, but I'm going to tell you flat out, this is my game of the year. Out of all the games I've played, out of every game that has come out this year, Cyberpunk 2077 is my game of the year. Everybody's talking about bugs and issues. I've had no bugs. I've had no glitches. My missions have not timed out. What I have done, though, is every day since this game was released, I have put time into this game. Day after day after day, hours after hour after hour. Am I glitching the system to get the top high quality levels? No. My character's a level 20 on 37 Street Cred. So what I'm doing is playing this game the way it wasn't made to play. So this game was, the way it was made is, it's an RPG. It's open world. I think too many people are trying to compare it to other things. It's not trying to be Grand Theft Auto. It's not trying to be anything like that. It's literally, the main thing I can compare it to is Mass Effect in cyberpunk world. So cyberpunk is like a style. It's, if you're not into the stuff, you may not really care. It's like your Deus Ex or Shadowrun or Blade Runner, stuff like that. Cybernetics, hacking, corporate stuff, street level stuff. All this stuff intertwines, and decisions you make affect other things. And I've had no issues with the game. The gun mechanics are really good. I think they're a really good mechanic in the game. All the guns feel great. Some weapons are better than others. Shotguns aren't as good. Pistols are where it's at. I've realized that, but it might be my build. So I am going to go over how I'm doing the build. But what I am is doing side missions, bounties. Anytime you see people that you can get a bounty off of, the best thing to do is go around and kill them and do it. Explore. This game is meant for you to not focus only on the main quest. Go off the beaten path, find side missions, romance people if you want. Now, granted, if you are a male, you don't have as many options as if you're female. But I'm currently doing 3 different characters. But my main that I'm doing is I put 10 in a body. So body is meant for my athletics is a level 2, my annihilation is level 7, street brawler is level 2. So body's meant for your health points, your stamina, damage with fists and arms, damage with melee weapons, movement penalty, increased movement while grappling, stuff like that. Those are the ones that is for that. I have 9 into reflexes, and my handguns are at a level 7, blades are at a level 3, assault rifles are at a level 8. The more you use items, the more that it just goes up. So it's like, what are you most proficient at? What do you want to use the most? And that is for your invasion goes up, critical chance up, increased damage from mantis blades. I do have mantis blades, I just haven't used them a lot. Technical ability is going to be crafting and stuff like that. But there's some things they don't tell you in the game. So the higher your technical ability, it ups your armor, which is good. My crafting's at a level 7, engineering's at a level 5. There are some reviewers out there that are telling people to do certain things that you should not do, and I will go into detail on that in a second. My intelligence is a level 7, and that's like your it's increased your cyberdeck RAM capacity, increased quick hack damage, quick hack duration. My problem is I wasn't really doing quick hacks in the beginning until I learned how to do it. I'm doing it a little bit more now, but it's not what I want to focus on for this build. Um, if you're doing a net runner, you would want to focus on that build. Intelligence is critical damage, increase your resistance, stealth. This is good for a stealth build. The only thing I put into here is Cold Blood, because what Cold Blood will do is it will increase your damage with the more enemies that you kill. So I'm going to tell you what I went in. So for each section, you have 3 categories. So you have under body, you also have like this progression meter at the bottom. So the more that you upgrade something, you get bonuses at the bottom. And that's another thing that's not explained in the game, but I've learned that through playing. So there's athletics, annihilation, and street brawler. Athletics, I've put more stuff in because there's the packing mule, which is one of the best abilities to have in here because the packing mule increases your carrying capacity by 60. And then there's regeneration. I also have where health slowly regenerates during combat, and I have that. And then I have invincibility, increase max health by 30, and I max that out all the way. So I put 3 points into it. I've also put stuff into health regen up to 70% of max health outside of combat. I figured that would help me out because if you have health to regen, it will help you. I haven't gone into most of the other stuff yet in here, so I'm not gonna go over what's in here. Maybe I'll do like a build guide or something, but I'm only like I'm not all the way through the story because I'm taking my time. So under annihilation, the only ones I have under annihilation is increased damage to torsos by 10%. I also have shotguns and light machine do 3% more damage. Um, I'm I don't think I should have done that because I'm not using shotguns or light machine guns. I'm using precision rifles. Under Street Brawler, I have used none. So Street Brawler, I don't have any because it's a lot of this is blunt weapon stuff, which I am not doing. So let's go to reflexes. Reflexes, I have under assault, I have that at a level 8. Which so what happens is there's a progression at the bottom that are bullets. So I have all the way up to 8. So when you hit 2, reduce the ADS time on submachine guns and rifle types. Then I got a perk point for hitting 3. Reduce the recoil on submachine guns and rifle types 10%. And then reduce the spread of machine guns on rifle types by 25%. I got another perk point. Increase critical chance by 5% when using a submachine gun or any other rifle type. And then reduce the recoil on submachine guns and rifle types by 10%. So under assault, I got that up to 8. You can only get up to looks like you can only get up to a 9. Or there might be more. There's probably more. So let's go with what I actually have. I have Eagle Eye. I have reduced time to aim down sights with rifles and submachine guns. This is under the Assault tab. I also have maxed out increased damage with rifles and submachine guns by 10%. So it's 10% with each one that you do. So that's 30%. I have increased rifle and submachine gun damage with aiming while aiming with 10%. I normally aim when I shoot because I don't like to just fire nilly-willy. There are other stuff under assault, but I've not done that. I found out about handguns being dangerous. My handguns is 7 at level 7, and I have that at 93%. So I have, when you go to my handguns tab, I have reduce the time of pistols and revolvers, perk point, reduce the recoil of your pistols and revolvers by 10%, reduce the spread of your pistols and revolvers by 25%. I got another perk point, and then I did increase critical chance by 5%. Now, if I keep doing that, my next one will be reduce the recoil of my pistols again. Pistols and revolvers are 2 of the most damaging weapons in the game, and katanas are also in that category. So I have maxed out Desperado, which has increased the damage of pistols and revolvers by 10%. I'm focusing more on pistols now because I do so much damage, and I just got a really cool gun that I like. So I will go over that in a second. I have that maxed out at 3. I almost have this maxed out. That's Gunslinger. It reduces the reload time for pistols. So my reload is at 15%, so it moves pretty fast. I almost have this maxed out as High Noon. It's increased critical chance with pistols and revolvers by 8%. I have this maxed out. You only need 1.2. Deal 50% more damage with pistols and revolvers to enemies' health below 25%. So as you take down their... One thing that I normally do is I'll take my sniper rifle, hit them a couple times, and then go with the handguns and finish them off because it helps. There is other really cool abilities in here. I just haven't got them. Like I believe Fistful of Dollars is a good one. And where's the other one? Long shot drop pop. I've almost done that a couple times, but that's a ranged type ability with pistols. Then there's blades, which I've only put it in increase attack speed by 20% with blades. That's all I've done with blades. Because I'm not using a lot of blades except my Mantis ones. I don't want to really use melee right now, so I'm not really focusing on this. But blades is going to be where a lot of your stuff is. So let's go into technical and see what I got. So under crafting, I have allows you to craft rare items, which is great to have because crafting rare items is good. I've realized a lot of stuff I'm finding is way too high level and I cannot use it. Mechanic is another one, gain more components when disassembling. The next one is the one I would tell everybody to avoid, and that is Scrapper. Originally, I thought this one YouTuber, TG Tagback, TV Tagback, said you junk items automatically and they'll disassemble them. The problem is what I found out later is there are some junk items that are worth like 700 eddies, which could be helping me out right now. But I put that in. Those are the only ones I have under crafting. There is one right here that I want, and that's consumables are 25% more effective. So there is more stuff in here, but under engineering, the only one I've done is blast shielding. Because what was happening is I was taking a lot of damage from explosives, so this reduces damage taken from explosion. Alright, let's go to intelligence. The only one I have under breach protocol. So intelligence is where you're going to have all your netrunner, hack abilities, all that kind of stuff. The only one I have is extend network interface. It automatically highlights nearby access points. So for me, because I'm not good at hacking stuff, this shows me exactly what I can do. But a lot of these I don't have data mines. I don't have a lot of these. I've put nothing into quick hacking. So under cool, I put in, and I completely forgot I had this ability. Allows you to throw knives, so you can hold left trigger and press right trigger, and you can throw knives. I forgot I had that ability. I've done it once. Increase movement speed while sneaking by 20%. That's Crouching Tiger. I did that because in some of the missions it does help out. So the only thing I have under Cold Blood is I have Cold Blood passive, which is I have it 2 out of 3, almost completely fully done. After defeating enemy, gain Cold Blood. Because if you do Cold Blood plus your pistol stuff or any machine guns abilities, they connect and it really ups everything up. So that's your skill tree. I do like the fact that you can go into the journal and you could pick what you want to do. I have a lot of side jobs to do, and I have a lot of gigs to do as well. Probably about 20 or 30. Probably about 25 side jobs. Side jobs are side missions. Under if you go your map is really cool because there is fast travel. It is a pretty big map. There are farm sections, but what I like is you can hit the arrow on this side and you can actually switch so you can see what type of icon you're looking for when you're trying to play. One thing is like you can like go after cyber psychos or do hacking gigs or whatever you want, and you can install cyberware which will help you out. And I'll go in a minute what I'm doing for that. But one thing I don't like is when it auto equips certain stuff for you because it just auto equips something that I didn't want. All right, so one bad, if I'm gonna say one bad thing about this, is the look of your character can look really bad at times. There's no transmog in this game. The armor is based on what you find. So your armor is hats, sunglasses, undershirts, jackets, pants, shoes. So at one point, like my character had a white wife beater, an overcoat, like a windbreaker, Daisy Duke shorts, boots, and a fedora because that's what I could find. Right now, he looks a little bit better. And I know a lot of people are going to talk about, like, oh, this isn't a great weapon. Well, to me, it is. This right here is, what I have for a shotgun, I'm not for shotgun, for a pistol. I have the M10AF Lexington. It's an epic pistol. It's a power pistol. It does 226.22 damage per second, 38 to 46 damage, 5.35 attacks per second. Power bullets can ricochet off surfaces, but what it does is it does 27 to 33 thermal damage, 28.97 critical damage, 9.45 bonus ricochet damage, 6% chance to burn, 125 headshot damage. So what I've noticed with this gun is if you shoot people, they can catch on fire, which is helping out a lot on a lot of stuff I'm doing. This, for a long time, I was using not that strong of a pistol. And that is really cool. I have a mod on it, which I believe is increased damage to limbs by 5%. One of my scopes on it, my scope that's on is a 0.21 range. I can probably put a nozzle on it. There we go. Oh, that I don't like that. We're gonna take that off because it literally reduces my damage. So this is a really good gun for me. I love, so under crafting, you can craft anything you find, but you can find recipes for like legendary weapons. You can craft bullets if you need them, grenades, health, and you can disassemble stuff, or you can just go for the gusto. So a lot of these are trying to, if you're, and you can upgrade. So let's see if I can actually upgrade. So what I'm trying to do is if you like a weapon that you want to upgrade, you just keep. So what I need is rare components, and it'll go from 226 to 235. So crafting in here you can do without doing crafting. What all I'm trying to do is just upgrade this, upgrade that, and I'm constantly clicking on stuff. And by doing this, I just realized I have something. We're gonna go here, and I just found a better item. So it's all about when you're playing this game, what can you find? And I just found I had a legendary item and I didn't know it. So during this video, I figured that out. So with this game, the only issue I have with the game is you cannot respec a skill if you don't like it, or say it's not helping you out at all. You cannot respec a skill. Aside from that, I love all the interactions. Like the Pan Am missions are really good. I like the beginning with you and Jackie, you and Victor. There's moments in the game that are kind of emotional. Um, with you and Jackie's mom, there's really good dialogue, and there's characters that you cannot stand when you're playing. And there's stuff going on. The writing is good. You and Johnny Silverhand going back and forth as he's on the chip that's inside your head during the playthrough is really fun. And there's a lot of action-packed sequences, and you can go in stealth. You can not go in stealth. I don't go stealth. I go completely all the way that I want to. So it's just, it's how you want to play the game. And there's so many people that are on the internet that are bashing this game, saying what a piece of shit it is. Well, to me, it's everything I want in a game. All your, like, Dark Souls-esque games that are out nowadays, your stealth games that are out nowadays, your Last of Us 2, your stuff like that, is not what I want. I want a fully engulfed experience that's almost like if you were playing, say, a D&D game, a tabletop game. That's what this is. And you can do so much in this game, your imagination is what limits you. You can go to this area, to that area. It's whatever you want to do when you're playing the game is what Cyberpunk lets you do. And to me, this game is fun. I put so much time and effort. I can't wait for DLC stuff. I can't wait for what's to come, because I know CD Projekt Red will fix the issues that it has. There's a big 17 gigabyte patch coming out. They're really trying to fix this, and I think people just need to be patient. If you're the one, and for those seeing that this is a Series S controller, what I also did is I started on the Xbox One because I didn't think my Series S had enough room to play it. So I started on the Xbox One, I played it on the Series S, and I've had no issues on either one. So that was just my other half interrupting while I was...
I love you guys.
Alright, so this is my game of the year. It's everything I want. I'm probably gonna put more time, more energy into the game. I would really tell people this: give this game time to breathe. The Witcher was not great when it first came out. People forget that Skyrim is loved, but is buggier than shit. Assassin's Creed is buggier than shit. But if you give if you give the game time to grow and prosper, it could turn into a amazing game. But to me, it's already amazing. I know it got pulled from the Sony stores, and there's trouble in the internal, but to me, this game is what I wanted it to be. And I didn't follow the hype. I didn't pay attention to Cyberpunk up until a couple weeks ago. I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. I dropped $60 without knowing what I was getting into, and I've loved every second of the game. So this has been Chucky. This is Chucky's Funhouse, and I will give Cyberpunk a 9 out of 10 because I love it that much. To me, it is a fan-fucking-tastic good game.